Welcome to your December 2024 horoscope forecast. Happy birthday to all the Saggies out there. In numerology, December is month 20, so a month of cooperation, intuition, meaningful change. Mars is also going retrograde, so it is really a time to go within so we can think of what it is that we want to change. December 1st, we have a brand new beginning, a new moon in Sagittarius. December 2nd, Venus will trine Uranus, so we want something new. We want to try something new. December 4th, Mercury retrograde, opposing Jupiter. So a lot of options. We can have a lot going on. Be careful not to miss any important details on this day. Also on this day, the sun is squaring Saturn, which can bring challenges and negative thinking. So we can miss a few details and think a little bit more negatively on December 4th. December 6th is when Mars goes retrograde. So be more cautious, as some people can bring up a lot of anger, tension within us. Because when Mars is going retrograde, the planet of action doesn't know how to react. It is a little bit harder, to make the right decisions about what to do when a planet is retrograde. And we're also having Mercury square Saturn on December 6th. So we can be pessimistic, not know what action to take, or maybe communication can seem off. They can seem a little bit more negative. It's a time to really go within and reflect with both these planets retrograde. December 7th, Venus conjuncts Pluto. We have increased desire for love, for commitment, but this can also bring up some jealousy within relationships. So watch how you communicate with your partner, with each other on December 7th. On December 7th, it's a big one. Neptune also is going direct. So whatever we were confused about, we may finally gain clarity. But Sun is opposing Jupiter, so we have a lot more opportunities. We can be overindulging. And Venus and Pluto are conjunct. So this is a day where we are really, we could really overindulge. December 12th, Venus opposed Mars. Increased desire for intimacy, but this can cause some tension, arguments even within personal relationships. December 15th, there is a full moon in Gemini. Also on this day, Mercury goes direct. December 18th, Sun will square Neptune, and we can be more confused, more gullible, susceptible to scams. Be careful signing any documents on this day. December 19th, Venus trines Jupiter. We can feel more relaxed, optimistic. This is a great day for just about anything, any kind of party, get together, anything like that. December 24th, Jupiter will square Saturn, and we can have unexpected challenges, but they can resolve pretty quickly. December 26th, Mercury opposing Jupiter can cause some tension, and usually it could come from our belief system. We can have just tension about what we believe from other people. December 27th, Mercury squares Saturn, and there can be difficulty within communication. Sometimes this can even bring up some negative thinking. Also on the 27th, Venus will square Uranus. So instability in relationships, but sudden attractions and suddenly doing something fun, spontaneous, out of the blue. December 30th, new moon in Capricorn, another brand new beginning, a really good one. Pluto is finally out of Capricorn. This is awesome. Mercury going direct. Communication should be easier. Neptune going direct. Of course, Mars is going retrograde this month until February of 2025. So be more cautious when out and about, trying new things, or within communicating with, especially with relationships. Just be more cautious of that, because it is a time where tensions can rise up sometimes. But other than that, month looks good, and I'm wishing you a very happy 2025. All the signs are timestamped down below, and happy holidays. Aries, the month will start out with a new moon in Sagittarius, your ninth house of higher philosophy, publishing, education. This is also the house of travel, and there's something new opening up for you in this area. And it could have to do with education, a skill you are learning, work you want to publish. So there is a new beginning here for you. Now, the big thing this month is, of course, we have Mercury retrograde. We have Mars going retrograde on the 6th. Mars is the ruler of your first house and your 8th house, going retrograde in the 5th house of children, creativity, children, child custody, disputes about money, about children. And for a lot of you, this could actually have to do with money and investments, because the 8th house is the house of other people's money. The 5th house is the house of investing. So there could be things going wrong, not going as planned with your investments, with your personal relationships as well. Those of you who are just out there dating, this can cause some problems, but with really everybody. Mars is the planet of action, so we can feel more lethargic in a way, and we can feel more angry at people, and there could be more anger coming from your children. Mars is retrograde for a long time, until February 23rd, but it's really in your 5th house and then your 4th house all the way until the summer of 2025. So this is a huge thing for everybody. We're working something out. You're working something out in the area of creativity, children, investments. So this month is all about your creative projects, your children, having fun, maybe even romantic partners. Venus, the planet of love and beauty, will be in your 10th house. So you're going to really actually love to promote yourself. You're going to have a lot of fun at work. And then on December 7th, Venus will go into your 11th house. So groups, friendships, as well as receiving a lot of love from other people is what's going to bring you joy. In December, you could be going out with friends, celebrating, but it is going to be a lot of fun. You're going to actually feel a lot of love, a lot of warmth coming from your friendship circle this month, Aries. December 15th, there's a full moon in Gemini. This is your 3rd house of self-efforts, your skills, and this is the same day that Mercury will go direct. So it's beautiful because everything that you've been working on, you're trying to work on, or maybe if you need new equipment, you are going to a school, you want to travel, all of this will be finally easing up for you. We have another new moon on December 30th, and this is your 10th house of career and public image. And there's a new opening here for you. And for some of you, this could be a new job or something you are doing for work to promote yourself. So this is wonderful if you are looking to promote yourself. If you want a new job, with Mars retrograding in your 5th house, you could be really working on something creative for your job or for yourself, or maybe you're starting your own business. Taurus, December 1st is a new moon in Sagittarius, your 8th house of other people's money, finances, the stock market. This is the house of transformation, and you could be going through a big transformation, whether it be financially, physically. Some of you could be changing your body, your looks, the way that you deal with people within relationships. And this is a good time to start investing. Other people's money might affect you in a positive way. You may attain more money through other people, whether it be a loan, a Christmas bonus, anything like that. It could have already happened, but this is this new energy happening in the 8th house. This is also the house of occult subjects and intimacy. So you're starting something new in this area. Big thing is, of course, until the 15th, we have Mercury retrograde. So a lot of miscommunication can be going on. But the really huge thing is that Mars will go retrograde on December 6th. And it's going to be like that until February 23rd. But Mars will be in your 4th house of home, family, mother, vehicles, and your 3rd house of communication and self-effort, all the way until the summer, these 2 houses. But while Mars is retrograde, we could feel more lethargic, a little bit more lazy, and people can be mad. A lot of anger and hostility can be coming up. Now, this for you is in the house right now, the 4th house. So this is the house of motor vehicle. So watch your vehicle. Make sure you get everything inspected. Watch your home. Watch your stuff. And watch the health of your parents as well. Mars is an aggressive planet, and when it is retrograde, it tends to give us a lot of problems we need to work out. So also watch out for anger and fighting in the home. Make sure you just stay calm, keep calm, because people can irritate you, and it's the way that you react sometimes that causes even more issues. Now, Venus will be in your 9th house, so travel, philosophy, studying, publishing, all of that could bring you joy. Maybe talking to people from all walks of life over the internet. And then it goes into your 10th house on the 7th. So your career, your public image, maybe you are reinventing yourself through the way that you look, your hair, your wardrobe, Taurus. And you could also be reinventing yourself at work, getting a new job, getting a promotion, starting your own business. December 15th, the same day that Mercury will go direct, there is a full moon in Gemini happening in your 2nd house of possessions and finances. And this could be a time where some of you maybe you're letting go of a source of income, but mostly for most of you, this will be about something that you've been working on, maybe some goal, financial goal you've been working on. Finally, you see the effects paying off, which is fantastic if you're looking for more money, starting a business, or maybe you finally, around the 15th, and Mercury is going direct, you finally see some of your investments paying off, which is also great. Or you buy yourself some lovely possession that you really cherish for a long time. And of course, with Mercury going direct on this day, all types of communication, any kind of Christmas shopping that you're doing, all of that will finally ease up, because when Mercury is going retrograde, we make mistakes, we change our mind, other people change our mind. And so if you've been working on a business contract or trying to invest and you didn't know which way to go around the 15th, things can become very clear for you. We have another new moon, Monday, December 30th, in your 9th house of travel, philosophy, publishing, higher education. This can be a time where some of you are maybe getting visas, passports, or you're thinking about education or teaching or publishing your work. Some of you redefining the skill sets that you need, and talking to people from all walks of life, picking up a book that changes your life. I hope you have a happy 2025, Taurus. Gemini, welcome to your December horoscope. We start out the month on December 1st with a new moon in Sagittarius. This is your 7th house of relationships, business contacts. So there could be a new relationship developing. Or it could be that you are searching right now for a relationship. Some of you who are single, it can be a time where you meet somebody new that you really fall for. And it can also be a time where you acquire a lot of business contacts, a lot of new clients for your business, because the 7th house is also a business house. So this month you can see a lot more people just coming towards you, because that's what the 7th house represents. And there's something new in this area opening up for you this very month. So think new clients, new relationships, new contacts with other people. And it could just be that you are making a lot of business contacts or work colleague contacts this month. But the big thing is Mercury, your sign, is retrograde, and it's not going to be until the 15th where it goes direct. So be careful when you're out shopping. Make sure what you are buying is worth it, what you really want, because you can change your mind, and you could be changing your mind a lot in this month, especially the beginning of the month. Another huge thing is that Mars is going retrograde, and this is going to go on until February, the end of February. But really, Mars will be in your 3rd and 2nd house until the summer. And this is huge because you might get weird reactions from people. People may overreact. you may overreact. You may feel a little bit more tired, like you don't want to do as much. Because when Mars is retrograde, everything is kind of a little bit off kilter. It is the planet of action. It is how we take action. And Mars being retrograde in your third house suggests that you might have problems with some electronics, maybe with communication online, especially communicating maybe with your siblings. Watch out, because a little bit of anger could be coming from your siblings, your neighbors, your close contacts, people online, and it could be you or them. So be more cautious of how you speak to people, how you use your words, because you may think you said things the right way, but people may take them the wrong way. Now, Mercury will finally go direct in your 7th house. So if there's been any relationship issues, they can finally start to feel like, they're getting resolved, or like you're finally making headway in the area of relationships, friendships, and business contacts after the 15th. Now, Venus, the planet of love and beauty and what you love, will be in your 8th house in the beginning of the month. And in the 7th, it will go into your 9th house. So you could have a lot more fun with books, with reading, with learning something new this month. December 15th, the same day that Mercury goes direct in your 7th house, there's a full moon in your sign. Maybe there's a completion of a work project, or maybe you're letting go of some clients, business partners, or a relationship that no longer serves you. You could finally release something, maybe feelings you've been harboring. This can also be a time where you meet somebody, or somebody from your past is trying to contact you. Even a past relationship could come back into your life, or something needs to be said, dealt with. This can also be a time where you are experimenting with your style. And there's also a new moon, December 30th. Another one in Capricorn, your 8th house of intimacy, other people's money. It could be a time where some of you are investing. You're taking a relationship to the next level. You could be benefiting from loans, stock market, clients, purchasing things from you. So this is also a great time to release any pent-up emotions that you have been harboring and holding on to, Gemini. Or maybe you want to study the esoteric subjects. You get into something like that and it's very healing for you, because this is a new moon. So it's a new opening. This can also be a time where you are transforming yourself, whether it is your thoughts, your feelings, the way that you want to do life, or maybe even on an external level. You could be transforming your body, the way that you look, or your fashion style. I hope you have a great holiday and happy New Year, Gemini. Cancer, welcome to your December horoscope. On December 1st, you have a new moon in your 6th house. This is the house of service, the house of work, the house of health, and your work, your colleagues. This can be a time where some of you are getting new employees, or there is a new health regimen you are trying to begin. You're letting go of bad habits. This can be a time where you are starting a new job, or you're starting to do something that involves coworkers, maybe a new project with coworkers, some of you at work. Something new could be coming up for a lot of you at work. The big thing this month is that Mercury, the planet of communication, is retrograde for half the month. So be careful with any and all communication. Back up your data, and also watch out what you're buying, because you could be changing your mind. Another huge thing is that Mars is going retrograde, and it's going to be retrograding all the way until February 23rd. But it is going to be only in the sign of Leo and Cancer, your sign, until like the summer of 2025. So this is actually a huge ordeal. Watch out for people and their reactions towards you. For you, Cancer, this is your 2nd house where Mars will be retrograding, the house of finances, possessions, and there could be frustrating situations that come to you through family, through money, through what you own, how you need to take care of it. So a lot of drama could be going on because there's a lot of anger and hostility, and this could be coming from everybody. And you could be feeling this way too. So just be more cautious of how you react, what you say, because when Mars is retrograde, people can take things the wrong way. You can also feel a little bit more tired, like you just don't have the energy to keep going to do your regular day-to-day stuff. And with Mercury retrograding in the 6th house, there could be a bill that comes up you didn't foresee, or maybe there's things you need to get squared away with work, with some colleagues, or even a health matter that you need to take care of. The first few days of the month, Venus will be in your 7th house. So this is fantastic for dating, meeting new people, or maybe if you want to date, you're single, you can meet somebody. After that, Venus will go into your 8th house, where you will find more joy in studying esoteric subjects, being intimate with someone maybe, and even gaining financially through other people. Maybe other people spend some money on you, and it is December, so you can maybe get some nice gifts you've always wanted. This is really beautiful. When Venus is in the 8th house, you can really benefit from other people. So if you do have a business, you could see an uptick in your clients, people that come to you. December 15th, Mercury will finally go direct, and there is a full moon in your 12th house. So you could be releasing something. Maybe you're releasing old pent-up feelings you've been harboring. Be more cautious around the 13th through the 15th, as this full moon is happening in your 12th house, and this is the house of hidden enemies. So there could be people in your life who are pretending to be one way, and this is the time where you could find out that they're not really your friend, or they've been saying something behind your back. This can also be a time where a bill comes to you unexpectedly, but this can also be a time where you just retreat from the world. You spend more time by yourself. December 30th, there is a new moon in the sign of Capricorn, your 7th house of relationships. You could be starting a new relationship, meeting somebody. If you are single, this is a fantastic time to put yourself out there, start dating, or maybe you start taking a relationship to the next level. It can also be a time where you gain more customers, more clients, start a business, or maybe meet a new business partner for some of you. 7th house is a business house, but it is a relationship house. So hearing back from people you used to date, or even reminiscing about them. But this is a new moon. So it really could be you are ready to date, you want to start dating, you want to put yourself out there, and it's a fantastic time to do so right at the end of December. Maybe there's some parties you're invited to, and you could meet just the right people, business-wise and love and romance-wise. I hope you have a happy holiday and a happy New Year, Cancer. Leo, December 1st, we have a new moon in Sagittarius, your 5th house. So there's a new creative project you could be working on, a new romance that you are starting, or maybe you just want to start dating. There could be some fun activity that one of your children is starting. Maybe they're starting a new adventure in their lives, and you are a part of it. But this is also a time where you could think of investing. You want to start investing, and you're learning about that. But this is really a time for fun, which is fantastic because the month of December, we're getting together with family. So this is a time where you can start a new romance, have more fun, and have more creative outlets. So not just hobbies, but maybe there's just a way where you could release all your creativity that you want to. Big month, because we still have Mercury retrograde until the 15th. Mars is going retrograde. Neptune is going direct. And let's start off with the fact that Mars is retrograding in your first house. It will be retrograde until February 23rd. But it will spend time in your first house and your 12th house all the way until the summer of 2025. And this is a huge deal because this is in your sign, this retrograde. You might have already started feeling tension from others, anger from others, or you could be feeling a little bit angry, like you're more impatient. Maybe you're starting something new and there's frustrations coming at you. Be careful how you react to people, and be careful of even your actions when you're out and about, because when Mars is in the first, we could get injured more easily. You could also be feeling more lethargic, more tired right now. So just be mindful of that people could be coming at you with anger or hostility. You could also be overreacting as well. Now, also on the 6th, Mercury retrograde is squaring Saturn. We could be feeling very pessimistic on this day. December 7th, Venus will go into Aquarius, your 7th house, where it will meet with Pluto the same day that Neptune is going direct. So if there's been any confusion right now, you could find out things that you've been confused about, and it could just give you some peace of mind. But Venus conjunct Pluto can bring intense desire for love. An intense connection can come into your life. Wherever Venus is where we are having a good time. It's where we're loving a life, because that's what Venus is, the planet of love, beauty, harmony. And in your 7th house suggests that maybe you're going to start dating. You could go out somewhere and meet somebody. Mars is in your first house, Venus in your 7th, so strong attractions, but also strong relationship problems can arise for some of you. Like fights where your partner is picking fights with you, or you're picking fights with your partner. There could be some jealousy going on around the 7th and 8th, those of you who are involved in a romantic relationship. Now, December 12th through 13th, watch out for those fights or jealousy, because Mars will be opposing Venus. So there could be tension in relationships, tension coming from your clients or business partners. On the 15th, Mercury will go direct. So if you're buying presents, if there's been, communication that was off, finally some relief to that. December 15th, we also have a full moon in Gemini, your 11th house. There could be a project you were working on with friends that now is coming to completion, or you've been working hard on something and you finally see that people are appreciating it. They're showing you the love. One of your dreams could be coming true. You could be meeting new people, or even just letting go of outdated friendships or people that you follow on social media that you no longer align with. You could finally release that, let that go, because you want to start in a whole new direction. Some of you might be wanting and craving new people in your life, new friendships around the 15th and 16th. But a full moon in the 11th house can signify a time where some of your dreams are coming true. You're just having a good time with friends as well. Another new moon. We have 2 this month, December 30th. In your 6th house of service, this is the house of health, the house of work. And this could be, if you have a business, you're hiring new employees, or maybe you're reaching out to new people, new contacts at work. This can also be a time where you find a new doctor, dentist, hairdresser, nail tech. You are getting some services done, or you're looking to do that. You're looking to get rid of bad habits and start a new healthy routine. Or maybe some of you are even starting to budget more, and you want to have a budget, pay off some debt, and organize and clean your house. It sounds so but it's something we always all need to do. And this is a time where you might find new creative ways of doing that. I hope you have a happy holiday and happy New Year, Leo. Virgo, we start out the month, December 1st, with a new moon in your 4th house of home, family, mother, vehicles. So there's a brand new beginning happening when it comes to home life, decorating, spending time at home, or beginning something, starting, initiating something at home, whether it be a business, maybe moving in together with somebody, or just having fun get-togethers within your home, decorating around the holidays. But there's a brand new beginning opening up for you here. We have Mercury retrograde this month for the first half of the month. So back up all your data. Be careful with shopping, what you buy, as you may change your mind. Things may not work out how you plan. But that's the usual Mercury retrograde. On December 6th, Mars goes retrograde. This is a really big deal because it's going to be retrograde in your 12th and 11th house all the way until February 23rd. But it is actually spending time in your 12th and 11th house all the way until the summer of 2025. And this is a huge deal. You might have been feeling this already with the shadow period starting already in October. Now, your 12th house is the house of gossip, people talking about you, jealousy. You may have a hard time falling asleep this month. People from the past can show up, or they may be gossiping about you. They may be trying to reach out to you. Be careful if you are starting anything new, Virgo. This is, I would say, even now, starting now until March, keep whatever it is that you're working on behind the scenes to yourself. The less you share, the better, because this can increase people stealing your ideas, gossiping about you, maybe even ruining your plans. And the 12th house is also the house of expenses and losses. So you could be either maybe shopping a ton, spending a ton of money right now, or maybe an unexpected bill comes up. So also lock your cars, lock your house, and make sure you don't walk out, in the dark at night alone, because the 12th house can also signify, theft, things like that, even intellectual property theft, which is why I say keep things to yourself, Virgo. Work in silence. And that is exactly what you'll be doing in December, because the planet of action is in the 12th house behind the scenes. You can feel more like you have insomnia. It's hard for you to fall asleep. You may be thinking about the past, about people from the past. You may be really thinking about money as well, and even joint finances can affect you. Now, with the 8th house ruler going into the 12th house, this can also signify maybe making some money within the stock market, long-term investments. The 12th house is also the house of long-term investments. And that could also be happening for some of you. December 7th, we have Venus conjunct Pluto, and this is happening in your 6th house. So you may be spending money on some services. You may actually find love at work or when you're out and about. It's the same day Neptune goes direct in your house of relationships. So if there's things you've been questioning, you may finally get these answers now. If things you didn't know about from past relationships may also come to the surface, and you may finally find out what exactly has been going on or around this day. This can also bring back someone from the past, communication with someone from the past. You may even be yearning for someone from the past around the 7th and 8th. December 12th through the 13th, Venus is opposing Mars. And so be careful with relationship tension, some arguments. This is also a time where some strong attractions can happen, or you can spend a lot on services. December 15th, Mercury, your sign, goes direct in your 4th house. And it's the day of the full moon. In your 10th house, you could be completing a work project right now, and it's finally ready to be released. Maybe you're getting a promotion or trying to start something new within your home for work, for a business idea. And for some of you, it can be a time where you're letting go of some past job work and starting something new. yet again. Now we have another new moon, Monday, December 30th, and this is your 5th house of love, romance, and creativity. And going into the first new moon and the full moon, this has a lot to do with work and creativity. So you may be starting a new creative project, investing money, or some of you could even be starting a new romance. You could be meeting somebody, someone new could come into your life, and maybe even did. And for the first half of the month, you're keeping it to yourself behind the scenes, where Mars is retrograde. Now, Mars retrograde in the 12th is also a signal of bed pleasures for some of you who are getting into romantic relationships. And with this new moon in your 5th house, there is a brand new beginning in romance, creativity. So this new moon is a good sign for love, for romance. If you want to start dating, this would be an ideal time. I wish you a happy holiday and a happy new year, Virgo. Libra, December starts out with a new moon in your 3rd house. So you could be maybe getting a new cell phone, a new computer, learning a new skill, taking initiative to learn a new skill this month, or buy yourself some new electronics. With Mercury being retrograde the first half of the month, make sure you read reviews, make sure you check everything out, because you may change your mind if you get something before the 15th of the month. But this can also signal a time where you want to join groups on social media, be more active on social media, or you could really start to watch a lot more social media in the month of December, as well as you want to be more out and about with friends in your community, going out, checking out new restaurants. This is a time of being social. That's the best way to put it. Now, Mars is going retrograde on December 6th. This is a big deal because Mars will be retrograding all the way until February 23rd. And this right now in December for you is your 11th house of group friendships, organizations. Mars rules your 7th house also of relationships. So there could be, maybe you are starting a relationship with someone you've been friends with, someone that you are in a group with, someone online. Now be careful. Mars retrograde can bring up a lot of tension, a lot of fights, a lot of resentment, anger, and other people could just try to take their frustrations out on you. So if you start feeling and seeing that, this is why. And for you, this could really be coming from your friendship circle. You could be having some arguments with friends or within a group setting, groups that you belong to. Friendship circles can be changing this month for you, or you may start feeling a little bit different about certain groups that you belong to, certain friends. On December 7th, Venus will conjunct Pluto in your 5th house of love, romance, and creativity. There could be some strong attractions. There could also be you taking a relationship to the next level. Be careful of pregnancies, some of you, because this is a very strong indicator. It's a strong indicator of jealousy in romantic relationships. Neptune is going direct in your 6th house. So if there was a health matter that you have been concerned about, you didn't know what was going on, you can finally gain clarity with Neptune going direct in your 6th house. There could also be clarity when it comes to certain bills, certain payments that you've been confused about or trying to rework them. December 12th through the 13th, Venus is opposing Mars. Again, be careful of tension in romantic relationships. December 15th, Mercury is finally going direct, so that it will be so much better for all types of communication. And there is a full moon in your 9th house. So there could be a completion of a class, completion of something that you are trying to publish, or maybe finally you are getting your passport visa application. This can be a time where you want to broaden your horizons through books and documentaries as well. We also have another new moon in December on the 30th. In your fourth house of home, family, mother, vehicles. Maybe some of you are trying to purchase a new vehicle, move into a new place, move in with somebody, redecorate, or start something new in your home, within your home. And this is a fantastic time to start and begin something. It could also just be you having a really good time at home with loved ones this month, kind of decorating your place, redoing certain things, making it more cozy for the holidays, hosting a lot of parties for the holidays in your home, maybe, or just get-togethers, even starting a business right out of your home. I hope this was helpful, and I'm wishing you a happy holiday, Libra, and happy new year. Scorpio, December 1st, we have a new moon in Sagittarius. This is your second house of possessions and income. You could be acquiring new lovely possessions that you will love for a very long time. And you could also be expanding your source of income, and this could come through family, through a business venture. There's a brand new beginning happening here, and this deals with possessions. This deals with the mouth, speech, teeth, and money, your finances, the finances that you make. So you could also be just initiating a new business idea, a new money-making venture. This can bring you a lot of money, or possessions that bring you a lot of joy. There could also be, for some of you, new dental work that you are starting, you are initiating in the month of December. Now, this month, Mercury is still retrograde for the beginning of the month, so be careful with communication, with purchases, because with Mercury retrograde, we can change our mind a lot, or others could change their mind about what we say. So it's important to just be very clear with your communication, at least until the 15th. Your ruler, Mars, goes retrograde on December 6th. It will be retrograde until February 23rd, and it will spend so much time in your 10th and 9th house, all the way till like the summer of 2025. So this is a big deal. A lot of emotions can come up. You can be feeling more angry, like you're hiding your feelings, your emotions, or others maybe can be making you angry or showing you signs of anger. And for you, Scorpio, at least this month, it's in your 10th house of career and public image, and this could be coming from the public, coming from people that you work with, coming from superiors, some miscommunication or anger coming from authority figures, bosses, colleagues, or even from the public, so this is a good and a bad thing, because Mars in the 10th house will really get you moving. And when it's retrograde, there could be a business that you're starting. It could be a job you're applying to, a promotion you're trying to get, and there is things that need to be redone, reworked, and this can bring up frustration from you and from others. So do be watchful of that. Mars traveling through the 10th, you don't want to get any tickets, since this can bring up issues with authority figures, even with your father. It's opposing your fourth house of home, family. So be careful that the stress from work doesn't cause issues with your home life or some arguments with the people that you live with, Scorpio. December 7th, Venus will conjunct Pluto, and this can bring up issues in relationships, some jealousy even. This is the same day Neptune goes direct, so you can finally gain clarity. A lot of us can finally gain clarity about situations we didn't know about or we were questioning. And December 12th through the 13th, Venus opposing Mars. Again, this can bring up a lot of relationship tension. This can bring up a lot of tension within the home and career sector for you, Scorpio. So be mindful on the 12th and 13th. Just watch what you say to people. They can take it, people can just take what you say the wrong way, or this could also cause jealousy. December 15th, Mercury is finally going direct, which is fantastic for communication. And on this same day, there is a full moon in Gemini in your 8th house. And this could be a time where maybe you gain money, especially from clients, from the stock market, from your spouse, your partner, could start bringing in more money. Or there's a change in the financial sector when it comes to other people. Maybe child support, alimony, anything that has to get paid out like that. There could be a change in that. Or something is finally fulfilling its promise. Some money-making venture. Now we also have a new moon, December 30th. We have 2 new moons this month in your 3rd house of communication. And this is a time where you want to maybe watch more social media. You want to get on social media. You are more active and social towards the end of the month. It's not just about work, but this could also have to do with work. You could be taking a new course, taking new initiative to learn a new skill that you need for the job, or attaining new equipment. Phones, computers, tablets. It could be for work or a creative project, a creative venture that you want to start. I am wishing you a happy 2025, Scorpio, and a happy new year. Sagittarius, December starts out on the 1st of the month with a new moon in your sign. This indicates that you are beginning something new. You yourself are initiating something new. In the 1st house, it tells me it could be a new wardrobe, a new haircut, new hair, or you're starting to take care of yourself different. You want to present yourself different to people. So this is the perfect time to go ahead and update your wardrobe, your makeup, your hair, so you can feel better about yourself. This is all about you and the way you present yourself to the world. And there's a new beginning, a new opening here for you. Be careful of purchases or any miscommunication, at least until the 15th of the month when Mercury is retrograde. And Mercury rules your 7th house, Sagittarius. So there could also be people from the past coming back into your life, or maybe reminiscing about people from the past. You're trying to make contact with people that you used to date, old business partners, old clients, especially the 1st half of the month. Another huge thing is Mars is going retrograde this month. It will be retrograde until February 23rd. And it will spend a lot of time in your 9th house, in your 8th house, almost until the summer of 2025. So huge deal. You can see more aggression in people, or you just getting mad at people. And what can make you angry is schooling, teachers, any kind of paperwork having to do with international travel, visas, passport, trying to make travel plans. There could be delays or hiccups in that area. Or those of you involved in any legal case, there could be things that need to be redone, gone over, something's not quite right. There could also be issues coming up with your father for some of you, or maybe even fighting or bickering with a father figure, a teacher in the month of December for some of you. It could also be that you're trying to learn something new and there's just something standing in the way. Maybe you're trying to publish some work, or you have to take a course, do something for work maybe you don't want to do. If you are trying to buy property, move, update your home, Neptune going direct December 7th will finally let you do that. There'll be clear communication at home. On this day, Venus conjuncts Pluto, and there could be some jealousy with relationship or relationship issues. This whole month, Sagittarius, is a great time to buy yourself new possessions. I'd wait until the 15th of the month, but it is a time where you could acquire clothes, makeup, perfume, jewelry, things that will bring you a lot of joy for a long time. December 15th, Mercury, the ruler of your 7th house, finally goes direct, and there could be finally things that are getting worked out in the area of relationship, business partnership, clients. This is also where you have a full moon in your 7th house. So maybe you're saying goodbye to outdated, relationships, things that don't work within relationships, or you are taking a relationship to the next level. It could be a time where you finally see the benefits of working with a certain business partner, with certain clients, but things can go a lot easier for you. Communication is easier there. We also have a new moon, December 30th, in your 2nd house of possessions, the money that you make. And this is also the area of your teeth. Maybe some of you are starting new dental work at the very end of December, or you're thinking about something to do with dental work, or you're buying yourself new possessions. You could also be acquiring a new source of income, or trying for that. Maybe you want to start a new side hustle. You want to invest your money. This can also be a time where you start making more money. Maybe you get a bonus or an idea of how to make more money. So the month looks good. Be careful of misunderstandings with relationships for sure this month, but we all have to do that with Mars going retrograde. There could be a lot of anger, hostility coming from other people. I am wishing you a fantastic 2025 and a happy New Year, Sagittarius. Capricorn, we start out the month on December 1st with a new moon in your 12th house of hidden things behind the scenes. There could be expenses that you are maybe not anticipating coming up, but really this signifies that there is something you're working on behind the scenes, keeping it close to the vest, not telling people. You are enjoying some leisurely time. This is really a time of creativity for you. There is something brewing behind the scenes, but be careful who you trust this month, as there could be secrets that are being revealed to you. Or maybe you are revealing some secrets behind the scenes, starting a new romance behind the scenes, just not telling people the full story of what's going on in your life. But why this is important is on December 15th, Mercury will go direct in your 12th house. And this is exactly on or around this day where you may tell somebody a secret, learn of a secret. It could have to do with money, with your home life, with your friendships. Be mindful of this. And if you don't want things getting out, I would really not expose too much of what you are doing behind the scenes to people because of this new moon in your 12th house. It's the house of what's hidden, and this could also be a time this month where you indulge in the senses behind the scenes with friends, by yourself. So we have Mercury, the planet of communication, retrograding until the 15th. So do be careful of purchases, any communication, any contracts that you sign. You may change your mind. Things may not be as they appear come the 15th. The other huge thing is that Mars is going retrograde in the sign of Leo. This is your 8th house of shared resources, transformation, intimacy, and it's retrograde until February 23rd, but it is really spending time in your 8th house and 7th house from now until the summer of 2025. This is huge because you guys can see a lot of anger, resentment from other people. You can also be healing some anger, resentment that you hold for other people. With Mars being in your 8th house, shared resources, intimacy, secrets, occult knowledge, mysticism, all of this is really the big theme for you for the month of December. Mars ruling your 11th house of groups and friendships, going into the 8th house tells me that there can be huge transformations starting this month in who you follow on social media, how people show you love, show you appreciation, and your friendship circle. You could be meeting new friends, and there could be secrets coming out about some of your friends, or maybe you reveal some secrets to your friends. You join different groups, forums online. Huge transformation there. There's also a huge transformation happening in your home life, your family, maybe the vehicle that you drive. There is something going on because we've got the ruler of the fourth also going into the eighth, the house of transformation, shared resources. And this will really be a theme for you for December, transforming how you view your friendships. Your whole home life can change, and your finances, especially if you share finances with a partner, with a business partner. A lot of that is going through a huge shift. Capricorn, Venus in your sign the first few days of the month tells me you could be maybe buying new clothes, perfume, makeup, beautifying yourself. But really all month long, Capricorn, is a fantastic time to buy yourself nice new possessions that you will love for a long time, whether it's clothes, perfume, makeup, updating your wardrobe. You are gonna love to shop this month. This is what's going to bring you a lot of joy. December 7th, we have Venus conjuncting Pluto in your second house, and this can bring a lot of jealousy into relationships or a lot of possessions to you. You're going to want something on the same day. Neptune is going direct. December 15th, Mercury finally goes direct, which will be excellent for communication. This is the same day where you have a full moon in your sixth house. Maybe there's a bill you're paying off, or you're trying to get organized with finances. This can also be a time where you're dealing with a health matter. You're letting go of a bad habit. Perfect time to let go of a bad habit. And on December 30th, another new moon this month, but this one is in your sign. So Capricorn, you want to renew yourself, get a new wardrobe, get a new haircut. It's all about you. You're becoming more powerful. And this is a time where you want to present yourself in a whole new way. So it's an excellent time to initiate a new workout regimen, get a new haircut, update your look, and just present yourself to the world in a whole new way. So the end of the month is all about you, Capricorn. I'm wishing you a happy holiday season and happy 2025. Aquarius, the month of December starts out with a new moon on December 1st in your 11th house of groups, friendships, organizations, your hopes and dreams, the love that you receive from other people. This can be a time where you find yourself more social. You're joining social groups, a bigger following on social media, maybe trying to initiate some of your hopes and dreams. You are taking the first steps needed to attain your hopes and dreams. And it could be a time where new friends, new social groups that you want to hang out with, clubs, charities, come into your life. So through friends, new opportunities can be opening up for you, and this is all coming to you in the month of December. Mercury is retrograde for the first 15 days of the month, so be more cautious with communication, with purchases, contracts, back up all your data. And of course, the big one, Mars is going retrograde in the sign of Leo. This is your 7th house of business partnerships, relationships, clients, your love life. For you, Aquarius, Mars rules your 3rd house of self-effort, communication, and it's going into the 7th house. So there could be issues with websites, issues with clients, maybe some aggression even coming from the public directed at you, at the work that you do, the work that you provide. And Mars also rules your 10th house of career and public image. So for you, this can directly affect your business, your career. There could be things that need to be redone and analyzed when it comes to business, self-efforts, your career, your public image, what you share on social media, how you share things, and your interpersonal relationships. So it's dealing with love and the public. And there could be a lot of hostility this month, and in January and in February, a lot of people can be angry and they don't know how to take their frustrations out. When Mars is retrograde, we could lack that discipline in knowing how to react, how to solve problems in just the right way so that people can all understand us better. On December 7th, Venus will conjunct Pluto in your house. Maybe you're getting a new haircut, a new wardrobe. You want to present yourself in a whole new way. There could be a lot of strong attractions, jealousy even coming from the public, from a partner, so be more cautious of that. December 12th, Venus is opposing Mars, and this can bring on a lot of tension in relationships. It can bring a lot of strong attractions to those of you who are single, but it really can bring a lot of aggression. So just be careful, be mindful. Aquarius, what's going to bring you a lot of joy this month is shopping, beautifying yourself, getting your hair done, getting some new clothes, because Venus is in your sign. You are also attracting people to you with that Mars in your 7th house. Going retrograde and Venus in your sign, you could be attracting even ex-partners. People from your past could be contacting you. And these could even be friends, people that you used to live by, or old colleagues of yours could be reaching out to you with Mars going retrograde in your 7th house. But what will bring you a lot of joy this month is focusing on yourself, improving your looks, improving your relationships, because of course there could be a lot of strong attractions. So those of you who are single, there could be a lot of people interested in you. On December 15th, Mercury is going direct in your 11th house, and this could finally resolve any issues that you've had with any kind of groups, friendships online. Maybe you are planning something with a group or with friends. New friends could come into your life. So finally, communication is going to be better, and we're going to all understand each other a little bit better. And this will really help out because now Mars is retrograde, so at least Mercury will let us communicate more efficiently. December 15th, there is also a full moon in your 6th house. This is a perfect time to get organized, get caught up on bills, start a budget plan. This can also be a time when you are releasing maybe an enemy of yours, or if you've been having a rift with someone at work, within the workplace, you can let that go. They can let it go. If there's been anything like that, this is a perfect time to let go of any bad habits that you have been holding on to. Aquarius, this is also a time where if you're changing your health, you've been working hard, working out, eating better, you can finally start to see the results of the work that you put in. Because a full moon is like a culmination. It's something coming to fruition, or it's you releasing something. With Mars opposing you this month and it going retrograde, you could be rethinking how you do business, and especially employees. So this December 15th, you could let go and release some people that work for you. Maybe you need to change up who works for you, how they work for you. We have 2 new moons this month, and the second is December 30th, and this is happening in your 12th house, and this is the house of losses, expenses, creativity, things going on behind the scenes, and you could be beginning something behind the scenes, not telling anybody, keeping it to yourself. This can be a time where you learn of a secret, or you are just really enjoying spending more time alone, doing things on your own, having more leisurely time. This can be a time you're paying off bills, but there is definitely a sense that there is some new beginning starting that you don't want anybody to know about just yet. You're keeping it close to your chest here at the end of December, and that may be rightly so with that Mars retrograde in your 7th house. You might not want to share everything. I hope that you have a wonderful holiday and a happy new year, Aquarius. Pisces, we start out the month with a new moon in your 10th house of career and public image. This can be a time for some of you. Promotions, finding a new job, new employees, new coworkers around you, as well as people finally recognizing you for your work. Or maybe there is something you are starting, a side hustle, a business, you're thinking about it. This could also be a month where you're just starting out, thinking, planning out, planting the seeds of a new business venture, maybe even starting a whole new job, applying to places, getting an interview, or even getting promotions, leveling up at the job that you are at. There's a new beginning for you in your 10th house of career and public image. Mercury is retrograde until the 15th. Be careful with contracts, purchases, any agreements. Back up your data. Of course, watch out even when you're buying gifts for people, for yourself. You may change your mind at the end of Mercury retrograde. Another huge thing is we have Mars going retrograde. Mars will be retrograde until February 23rd of 2025. And it will spend a really long time in your 6th and 5th house, all the way until the summer of 2025. And this is huge. Mars retrograde makes us go within, but really we can feel a little bit more lazy, like we don't want to do as much. People can be angry around the world. You could be angry. And of course, this is happening in your 6th house. So this is the house of debt. It's the house of enemies. It's the house of work. It's the house of service, organization. So a lot of you maybe are starting on a new budgeting plan. And the reason that is because the 2nd house of the money that you make is going into the 6th house retrograding. Maybe you are reconfiguring, restructuring your bills, people that you owe money to, maybe. And there could be issues with employees, the people that you work with, or even the people that work under you, Pisces. Really be mindful of how you speak to people at work. They may take things the wrong way. You may say things the wrong way. You may be mad. They may be mad. You may also start a competition with somebody at work, or maybe somebody that does what you do. You are just going to try to start to compete. December 7th, Venus is going to conjunct Pluto, and this can bring up some intensity in relationships, jealousy in relationships. Neptune will be going direct on the 7th as well in your sign. So if you've been wondering which direction to take within your career, within your life path, after the 7th or around the 7th even, things can become clear. If you've been questioning yourself about something, you can finally get clarity, get some answers. Watch December 12th, 13th, Venus will oppose Mars. Venus will be in your 12th house, and there could be some people from the past that show up, contact you. You may start a relationship behind the scenes, not tell anybody, but be mindful that this can cause a lot of chaos and tension in relationships. There could even be some fights, disagreements for some of you. Because the ruler of your 9th is going into the 6th, this could also be for some of you if you're involved in a legal case, maybe a divorce, maybe things come out around this time. Be careful of any secret. Now, Mercury will finally go direct in your 10th house on the 15th. So this should make things so much smoother within the workplace. If you're trying to get hired somewhere, if you're trying to start a business, and this can also signify better communication within relationships, because your 7th house is ruled by Mercury and it's now in the 10th house. Maybe you are gaining new clients, new customers are coming to you, those of you who have a business. December 15th, Pisces, we have a full moon in Gemini. This is your 4th house. And maybe there's some kind of ending to a 4th house matter. So some of you maybe are releasing an old car, releasing the place that you used to live in, maybe moving thinking about moving. It could just be that you are redecorating or something that you have been working on, whether it's the purchase of a car, the purchase of a house, some redecorating project is finally coming to fruition for you. On the 15th, Mercury is direct, so things can go a lot smoother. Any kind of communication within the home can go a lot smoother for you. We have 2 new moons in December, and Monday, December 30th, there is a new moon in your 11th house of groups, friendships, and organizations. New friends could be coming into your life. Friends could be introducing you to opportunities that will later fulfill your hopes and dreams. This is fantastic for having a business, being on social media, as your followers could increase. People want to show you love. They want to show you respect, because right now there's a new opening there for you. Just even meeting new friends, joining new charities, new clubs, can bring you a lot of joy. Venus will be in your 12th house most of the month. You can maybe even overindulge in your senses. You can also start a relationship behind the scenes. People that you used to date may contact you, and there may even be some secrets revealed about your old relationships or your new partner. If you are dating, it could just be that you are starting something, maybe flirting with somebody. You don't want anybody to know yet. The fun for you will be what you do behind the scenes on your own, or maybe even with a significant other. And of course, new friends, new social gatherings this month as well. Just be careful this month, and really even January, February, as everybody around may be a little bit more pissed, more angry. So be more mindful of that. I hope you have a great holiday and Happy New Year, Pisces. Like and subscribe for more.